And more than crazy, huh?
How you doing, sir?
Man, how you doing?
Making too loud, sir. Just pushing, you know.
I got you. Get the brothers about 2 more minutes to call, a couple more minutes to call in, and we'll start it up.
Sir.
I'm gonna get the brothers a couple more minutes to call in and start up.
Kind of one kind.
You got any questions, Art?
Sir,
Can't hear you, Art. Can't hear you, Art. You're breaking up, brother. Can I hear you? Come.
Can you hear me?
Come. Questions?
Yes, sir.
Come. Questions? I'm sweating. I'm having a little trouble hearing what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to start my topic, and I'll leave a couple minutes at the end for questions. Come.
I don't know, I keep on getting dropped cold.
No sweat. What's what I'm gonna do? You're just gonna read for me right now. I'm gonna start my topic. I'll leave some time at the end for questions. Hopefully your signal clears up by then. All right, so do me a favor. I'm getting the guns and protection. All right. Give me Luke chapter 22, verse 36.
Chapter 22, verse 36.
Mm-hmm.
I can have it.
Come.
Then said he unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his script.
Who's talking right here? Come.
From Yahushua.
This is Christ talking. This is then he said unto them. This is Christ talking to who?
He's talking to Peter, I believe so.
Christ is talking to his disciples, them. Then he said unto them. Understand? He's talking to his disciples. Read it again.
Luke 22:36. let him take it, and likewise his script.
He that hath a purse, man, he that hath a wallet. This is a wallet, right? He that hath a wallet, let him take it, and likewise his script. What is your script? Come.
Is that like your scriptures like back in the day? Brothers used to carry like in a small pouch. They used to carry like their scriptures you know what I'm saying, to have them readily at hand. Is that what that is?
No. How do you know this isn't talking about that? What one word here lets you know this is not talking about precept book? Likewise. But now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his script. The script is related to the purse. So what is the script? Come.
Money.
It's your money dollars. All right. Script is your money dollars. So if you have a wallet, take it. And take it with money in it. Don't bring an empty wallet to camp. Don't bring an empty wallet to one of our cookouts. Don't come empty-handed to the basket. You understand? He that hath a purse, let him take it and take his script as well. Read on.
And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one.
Matter of fact, jump up a verse.
35. And he said unto them, when I sent you without purse and script and shoes, lack ye anything? And they said nothing.
They lacked nothing. You understand? Christ, when Christ was around, there was no need to bring money. There was no need to bring your wallet and money. You didn't have to worry about what boots you were going to wear. You didn't lack anything. Everything was provided. They said nothing. Then he continued to say, now that he's going to be gone, bring your wallet, bring your money. Who doesn't have a sword? Sell your clothes and buy a sword. That lovely garment that you brothers love to wear, you're going to be tricked out. Let me tell you something. You're about to go be tricked out for the Passover, right? Brothers about to go be tricked out and look glorious for the Passover. If you can legally and lawfully obtain a firearm, sell that garment and obtain a firearm. If you are a brother who cannot legally and lawfully obtain a firearm, get close to a brother who can legally and lawfully obtain, purchase, and keep a firearm. What does this mean? It is much more important for you to be a soldier than a pretty boy. You understand? It's much more important for you to be able to protect yourself and to protect your nation. You need to worry about the fringes on your garment, like the fake Israelites do. Fake Israelites will teach you to worry about the fringes on your t-shirt, the fringes on your garment, and they cannot protect the nation of Israel. They wield their guns in the name of the oppressor. They're cops. You understand? These people are cops. These fake Israelites are cops. Christ said, sell that garment you love so much and buy a sword and protect your people. Read on.
Verse 36. Then said he unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his script. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one.
Read on.
Verse 37. For I say unto you that this that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors. For the things concerning me have an end.
Christ knew that he was about to leave. Christ knew he was about to die. He was about to be murdered. And it's very important for brothers to know when you go hit them corners, you go do them camp speakings, you teach these classes, you're on shamar, which is security or the watch for these classes. It is very important you know that you protect the nation. You're protecting a group of men, a group of women, a group of people. You're protecting us. You understand? It is very important that you realize that. The purpose for guns, the purpose for weapons, those purposes are protection. Those purposes are so that you can defend yourself in the face of danger. It's not so that you can attack. You understand? In One West and I.S.U.P.K, we teach defense, self-defense. And brother, we defend ourselves to the fullest extent of the law. So full that you will try to take us to court and claim we attacked you. But I can assure you, we only act in self-defense. And if you can lawfully obtain a weapon, get that weapon and use it in self-defense only. Give me Luke chapter 11, verse 21. Not only that, what is also a part of protection is bringing your monies, your wallets to camp. You understand? That is part of protection. Money is a protection. That's in the scriptures. It is a protection. It's something you use so that the brothers don't die at camp. You can purchase hot chocolate and coffees and waters as is necessary at camp. As is necessary to run a school, to hold class. These things are necessary. To pay the rent in a building, to hold class. Money is necessary. Right, this is guns and protection. Give me Luke chapter 11, verse 21.
The book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 21. I can have it. When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace.
Read that one more time.
Luke 11 and 21. When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace.
When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah.
A lot here. That's not good, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If a strong man who's armed, who has protection, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be in peace because ain't nobody gonna mess with him.
Brother, he can eat in peace. He go to the bathroom in peace. He can watch his television in peace. He can walk around his house in peace. His possessions are safe. From women to lands to cars to houses to children. His possessions are safe because this is a strong man armed who keepeth his palace. This isn't a weak man, brother. This is I.S.U.P.K. This is not home of the Christians. This is home of the truth. This is one West, one body. Every man in here is hard body. You understand? These are strong men. And if that strong man is armed and keepeth his palace, his goods will be safe. Brother, protect your household. You do not make, let me tell you something you don't do. You do not make phone calls when things go wrong. Things go wrong. You need to protect. There's a line in the street. You do not call the next man and say, well, look, there's a line in the street. Can you help me? That is not what you do. A strong man is armed and keepeth his palace so that his goods can be safe. Would you like to protect your woman, black man? Would you like to protect what you consider delicate? Then you remain vigilant. You remain a soldier, a warrior for Christ. You cannot be a Christian. You cannot be a drug dealer. You cannot be a drug addict. You can't smoke weed. You can't be in the streets. You can't be a Muslim. You can't be a Jehovah's Witness. You can't be in the oppressor's rectum. You can't be kissing the oppressor's behind. And protect what you consider delicate. And protect what you consider sacred to you. Impossible. It's impossible. A strong man keepeth his palace, and everything he holds good are in peace. Read on.
Verse 22. But when a stronger, then when a stronger, then he shall come upon him and overcome him. He taketh from him all his armor wherein he trusted, and divided his spoils.
When a stronger than he shall come upon him and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor wherein he trusted, and divideth his spoils. You understand? When a stronger than him shall come upon him and overcome him, he loses everything. He takes all his armor, he trusted in, and divides his spoil. Brother, that is what happened to Black and Hispanic men in America. Because we choose not to follow God, the Most High made our oppressors stronger than us. He made Africans and Chinese and white people stronger than us. And they came upon us and overcame us and took all our armor. What is your armor, black man? What's your armor? You know this one, man. Good.
Because your armor is
it's not deep, huh?
It's your protection.
Your armor is God. It's the truth.
Right.
He taketh from him all his armor. Now this is physical and spiritual. The stronger man can overcome you physically and take all your possessions, and take all your armor, and everything where you trusted in. Everything that kept you safe, you can take it and divide it. Because I'll sell this and I'll keep this and I'll do this with that. I'll put this in the bank, I'll blow this. He can do that. But more importantly, our oppressors overcame us and took our armor from us, took our God from us, told us this Bible was what? A white man's book. Said the Bible was a white man's book, and there's no reason for a black man to be reading. If you're going to read it, go to church and get spoon-fed by the pastor. Read Luke the 11th chapter. Luke the 11th chapter, verse 21st verse. You understand? Read 22 again.
Book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 22. But when a stronger than he shall come upon him and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor wherein he trusted, and divided his spoils.
He divided his spoils. Let me tell you what the heathens have done to the holy nation of God, the holy people of God, the Israelites in the Bible, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Indians. The heathen have come upon us and divided our spoils. They divided everything that we trusted in. We trusted in the Bible, they divided it and made Judaism and Christianity and Islam. We trusted in our money, we trusted in our storefronts, they took those over. And they gave us the East Indian delis, and they gave us the Chinese stores on the corner. They gave us the Vietnamese owned liquor stores on the corner. They divided our spoils. It is important for a black or Hispanic man to know that your ultimate armor is God. You can use a gun so long as the Most High is with you. So long as the Lord approves of your lifestyle, that gun has the capability of protecting you. So long as you are a sinner, you smoke weed, you sleep with whores, you are a drug dealer, that gun will not protect you. You are a gangbanger, that gun will not protect you. So many young men find out when they die with the gun on them. When they're murdered with that gun in their possession, they realize what? It wasn't the gun that provided protection. The Lord provides protection. Drop that. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 18.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18. I can have it.
God.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war. But one sinner destroys much good.
Read that one more time.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war. But one sinner destroys much good.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Being a wise man and knowing how to maneuver is better than owning an entire artillery. It's better than owning nuclear weapons. This is why the I.S.U.P.K does not sweat World War III. This is why we don't care about World War III. This is why we tell you do not join the American army. Don't join the oppressor's army. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. You're going to go out and buy a bunch of guns, and you'll die in your house around your bunch of guns. Because the guns don't provide protection. One sinner destroyeth much good. What does that mean? Come.
If I could, sir, sinners, they cause havoc, they cause confusion, they don't follow no laws, they don't have no structure, no discipline, no nothing.
And what does that cause them to do? To something that is good.
Mm-hmm. It destroys everything.
It causes them to destroy everything that is good, which is why I.S.U.P.K can have no sinners inside of it. One bad apple ruins the entire bunch. You understand? Black people have this love, this thought that we should militarize and grab guns and go shoot the oppressor and rise up against the militaries against the world, because there's so many black people. Obviously we'll win, right? Because it's only about the numbers, right? It's only about the numbers. The Bible says wisdom is better than weapons of war. How can I go to war with you if you don't believe what I believe? Do you know how the Arabs run around blowing themselves up in every country they go to? Wherever they believe they are oppressed at, they scream Allahu Akbar and blow themselves up. Do you know why they're capable of doing that? Because all the Arabs believe that a rock is their God. And they believe that that rock wants them to enact vengeance, suicidal vengeance. Well, black man, how can I go to war with you if you still eat pork? How can I go to war with you if you're still in church? You're still smoking weed. You're still a gangbanger. How can I possibly go to war with you? You don't believe what I believe. I believe in the unity of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you are black and you hate Hispanics, if you're Hispanics and you hate blacks, if you're Native Indian and you hate one another, how can I go to war with you? We would lose. One sinner destroyeth much good. All those weapons means nothing if there's a bad apple in your circle. And wisdom is better than all the weapons in the world. You understand? It's better than all the weapons in the world. We've been yelling in the corner since 1969. We've been saying our oppressor is the devil. We've been cursing all religions to hell. We've been talking about everything under the sun that is glorified in this country. We've been spitting on it because the Bible spits on it. And not once have we been harmed. Want to know why? Wisdom is better than weapons of war. None of you brothers, including myself, would have been woken up if the men before us decided that it was wiser to go pick up the guns and go and shoot our oppressor. Go be Black Panthers. Go be the Nation of Islam. If our leaders decided to go do that, none of you men would be here. I would not be here. You understand? Wisdom is better. That's why you don't hear about the Black Panthers. That's why the Nation of Islam can be large and still never fix anybody in the organization. Wisdom is better to have than a bunch of guns. You said Slovakia?
Come, sir.
Okay.
If I could, what you said was you know what I'm saying, was so heavy because you mentioned about the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, how they, they go around and they blow everything up. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the wisdom because the wisdom comes from the Lord.
The Arabs are not the Lord's people, so all they do is run around committing suicide. But they do it together. They make that dumb decision together. That's why they're able to do that. That's why they can cause terror on 9/11. They can cause terror in London. They can do terrorist attacks across the Middle East and across any European country and can squeeze those bombs in. They can do that because all of the Arabs are on the same page. But guess what, black man? One sinner destroys much good. We cannot come together the way the Arabs come together. We have to come together in righteousness. One of us being a Christian amongst the rest of us destroys the entire movement. You know that famous quote that Harriet Tubman said? I saved 1,000 slaves. I could have saved 1,000 more if they knew they were slaves. Mm. You cannot have a turncoat amongst your ranks and expect to move forward. You understand? You want warfare, black man? You become a solid black man. You become a real black man for Commander General YAHANNA, for Christ. Then we can talk about warfare. Until then, gain wisdom and stop being so damn dumb. Stop being so ditzy. It's a shame to see a grown man be ditzy. Right, drop that. Give me 2 Corinthians 10:4.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. I can have it. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Read it one more time.
Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Our weapons are not carnal, brother. You can go purchase a gun. Go get. I implore every brother, if possible, go get your permit for your gun, your permit for your handgun, your permit for your rifle. Go and purchase your guns. You can get a concealed to carry, get a concealed to carry. Get an open carry, get an open carry. If you don't need it, you just go buy it, just go get the damn gun. I encourage every brother in this school who is capable, right, who hasn't been advised otherwise, to go and get your guns. Do remember that what saves us are not the bullets in your chamber. Do remember that. What saves us are not the bullets in your chamber. If you don't believe me, you can ask Rajan, who gets gunned down in the street with the gun on his body. Ask him. You can't ask him. He's dead. The gun in the chamber, the bullet in the chamber, couldn't save his life. What saves your life is God. The Most High saves your life. By you obeying him, by you never being Christian, never succumbing to the oppressor, and always serving God and putting the Most High first, that is what saves you. That saves you. The bullets in your chamber will fail. Ever heard of a jam? What happens when you try to bust back and it jams? You'll be praying to it. When the person that's standing in front of you realizes your gun has jammed and pulls his gun out and places it on your temple, who going to be praying to now? You're going to be praying to your Glock? Oh, Glock, please work, please work. You're not going to be praying to your Glock. You're going to be praying to God. You're going to pray to God that what? His jams. He hasn't changed your mind. You understand? Read it one more time and then continue.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
It pulls down strong. What is a stronghold? If our weapons are, if the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, obviously they're what? It's the opposite of carnal. Spiritual. Spiritual. You understand? The body answer, God. Spiritual. You understand? The weapons of our warfare are spiritual. We fight in the spirit. Every day you get up, you see heathens you don't want to see. You battle your own flesh and blood will come against you for being better than the sun. Every day you fight spiritually to not do things that the old man wants to do and to do things that the new man should do. Every day you fight that fight. Our weapons are spiritual. As long as you can continue to do that, the Lord will handle us. He'll handle it to the point that it pulls down strongholds. What is a stronghold? Mm-hmm.
If I could, it's like the gay agenda that they're trying to push on, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, on all brothers and sisters, like the LGBT community.
That's a stronghold. What is the ultimate stronghold that our weapon will pull down? Your weapon is spirit, is your spirit. Your weapon is the spirit of Christ. Your weapon is the spirit of Christ. What is the spirit of Christ meant to pull down?
Mm-hmm. If I could, sir, it's Christianity.
It damn sure is Christianity. I want a place. That's perfect. That is the perfect other answer. America. The spirit of Christ destroys America. It destroys Christianity. That is a strong like a castle, a fortress, a large building built of stone, a brick, and mortar, and lime. It's all together. And it tears it down. The spirit of Christ destroys the LGBTQ, ABCDEFG movement. It destroys it. It destroys Christianity. It destroys all the denominations under the Catholic Church. It destroys the abortion clinics, the oppressive, everything the oppressor throws at us, your spirit can destroy. The bullets can. Go get your gun and see if Christianity falls. Go try. You ever read that story about that shooting that happened in Texas at a church? Man walked up in the church. This is a white church. A man walked up in the church and decided he wanted to unload his weapon. He wanted blood. Brother, it's a white church. You can compare this to Dylan Roof Storm, right? Loading his clip 5 times and shooting all those rounds in the black AME church in South Carolina, right? Everybody remember that story. Brother, a shooter tried the same thing in Texas at a white church. 3 different white men stood up immediately and unholstered their weapons. And within 3 seconds, the man was, I'm not exaggerating, you can look the damn story up. The man is erratic, he's moving back and forth. He's a moving target with a weapon in his hand, threatening to shoot. Pulled out, getting ready to shoot. 3 white men stood up. And within 3 seconds, an elderly white man from the back row put a bullet square in the middle of that man's head. That's a white Christian. You know that? That's a white Christian. A black Christian just gets shot. You're a black Christian, you just stand there and get shot. He pulls out in the black church, and everyone is, oh, Jesus. Everyone is, no, please don't. No, wait, no, I'm not ready. Don't. I don't want to die yet. I don't want to go to heaven yet. Your grandma faint. Your uncle pisses his pants. Your daddy at the door pretending to be a bouncer, scared. Snuck out the back. You just die if you're in a black church. In a white church, brother, 3 men stood up immediately ready to shoot. And within 3 seconds of that man unholstering his weapon, he had a bullet square in the middle of his head while he was a moving target. You understand that? White people are ready for warfare. White people are in solidarity. They all worship what? Satan. So they're all together. Those weapons work for them. Would you like your weapon to work for you, black man? I love guns as much as the next brother. Would you like it to work for you? Why don't you work for God first? The reason why Dylan Roof Storm killed people in a black church, was it 9 people? Killed 9 people in a black AME church in South Carolina, is because God does not work for black people. So long as you sin, God will not work for you. You understand? But in a white church, in a white church, where they all worship Satan, those guns work. They work. Brother, would you like to fight your oppressor? Serve God. Read on.
Come. Verse 5. Casting down imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
You understand? Spirit of Christ will cast down imaginations, everything that believes. That's the LGBT alphabet community. I'm just going to say the alphabet community. The alphabet community is a high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. The Spirit of Christ, you can bring into captivity every thought, right? So you can obey Christ perfectly, right? By understanding that your weapons are your spirit. Your ultimate weapon is the spirit that Commander General YAHANNA gives men in his truth. That's the ultimate weapon. That's how you destroy this God-forsaken country. All right? Drop that. Give me Romans chapter 12, verse 19.
Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 19. I can have it. Dearly beloved, obey not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Most High.
You don't use guns for attack. All right? Get a weapon, get a firearm, use it in self-defense. Not avenge yourself. Let me tell you something. Don't get robbed. I'm speaking of an average situation. Don't get robbed and then think, I'm going to go kill him. You're going to die. That's what's going to happen. You'll die. You'll die. Don't feel like someone wronged you. Someone did you wrong, and now you need to avenge yourself. You need to pull your weapon out. Or let me teach you a very ancient teaching that's not new at all. If you pull your weapon out, you better use it. You understand? You pull your weapon out. You don't pull out to flash it. That is a weak man's tactic. To pull your weapon out and flash it to scare the other person. If you have to pull your weapon out, I would hope you would use it. Now here's the flip side. Don't avenge yourself. Do not put yourself in situations where the gun you get has to be used to harm somebody who does not deserve to be harmed. With the knife you have on you has to harm somebody that does not deserve to be harmed. Never put yourself in that position. How do you do that? Move as if you're a part of One West. How do you move as if you're part of One West? You get in One West. You become One West. You do the things that Commander General YAHANNA does. You do the thing that the priests and prophets and I.S.U.P.K do. You move like us. Now you don't have to worry about harming someone who did not deserve to be harmed. Because now you know if anyone gets harmed by you, they obviously deserve it. You should be able to move to the world and say, if I have to harm somebody, they needed to be harmed. It was required of me to harm them. You understand? Then you don't have to worry about it being vengeance. Because the Lord said vengeance is his. You don't have to worry about getting revenge. All right? You move like a priest. And you'll know that everyone who has to be harmed by you, everyone who gets harmed by you, deserves it. Drop that. Give me Matthew chapter 26, verse 48. Matthew 26 and 48.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 48. I can have it.
Go.
Now he that betrayed him, so like now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that saveth he, hold him fast.
Hold on 1 second. One second. Come, read it again. You right. You right.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, chapter 26, verse 48. Now he that betrayed me gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he, hold him fast. Verse 49.
It's gonna be a little background story. It's not yet. I read it so much, I forget. It's like this, my good friends, people who serve God, is a traitor. You understand? This is a traitor. This is someone who betrayed Christ. All right? He that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he, hold him fast. What does kiss mean? In the Bible, when you read kiss, what does it mean? Is it an Eskimo kiss with your nose? Is it a French kiss with your tongue? What is the kiss here? In the Bible, when you read kiss, what is it? It's not a war.
If I could, it's like a touch, like almost like an embrace, like a salute.
Say salute. That's what it is. Whomsoever I shall salute, that same is he. Hold him fast. This is Judas. Judas is saying, you don't know who Christ is, no sweat. When you see Christ and those other 11 disciples, the one I walk up to and give a salute to, that is the man you need to arrest. Brother, do you understand the snake mentality that comes with that? The brother who I walk up to and say, arrest him. The brother who I say in Hebrew, may the Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Arrest him. Brother, that is the ultimate snake. Read on.
Verse 49. And forthwith he came to Yahushua and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him.
Good.
Verse 50. And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him.
He said, friend, wait, Yahushua greeted him like you would greet any brother who comes up to you and gives you a salute. Friend, where you coming from? Translation, oh my boy, where you been at? You understand? That's the translation. As if you just going to dap your boy up. Oh, no, you been see him in a while. Where you been at? You're usually by your side. Disappear for a little while. Oh snap, where you been at, my boy? Translation, right? Christ think everything is good. Go ahead. Then came they.
Verse 51, then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him.
Brother, he greeted who he thought was his man. He thought this was his man, his friend, together serving God together, walking this truth, destroying the principality, destroying Rome. Thought that was his man. My boy, we coming from, imagine, let me put it in perspective beyond. Imagine you and this man roll together, you roll so hard. It's you and your crew. You got your whole little crew. And one day, one of your men just disappeared for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If you ever been in a witness or snitch type of predicament, you know what I'm talking about. You ever seen The Sopranos? I know y'all, you young. Ever seen The Sopranos? When the character Pussy goes missing, he goes in, yeah, that's his name. When he goes into, he goes missing, right? Nobody sees him for a while. He comes back up, he has a wire attached to him. He's a snitch trying to get him locked up. You have a whole crew with you. Your man just go missing, right? Then you walking down the street with your crew and you just see him. Oh, snap, what's going on? I ain't seen him in a while. How you doing? And before you know it, the cops is right behind him. Before you know, he pulling you out in the lineup. He understands saying, yeah, that's right. That's it. You ain't do nothing. In Christ's situation, you ain't do nothing. And essentially what Judas did was get on the stand and say, he is a despicable, disgusting bastard, and you need to arrest him for doing nothing. Read on.
Verse 51. And behold, one of them, which were with Yahushua, stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. Verse 52.
Now hold on. One of them that was with Yahushua, you find out later this is Peter. I believe in one of the other gospels it tells us this is Peter. Peter pulled out his hand, drew his sword, and sliced the ear off of one of the men who went to go grab Christ. Let me tell you something, brother, about your weapons and your guns. You're going to get it, be efficient with it. Don't buy a gun and think, let me tell you what every knucklehead from the ghetto does. They buy a nice little rusty 38, little 22s, fit snug right in the little Springfield, little 9, little something like that. And they believe that, man, now, go to drive-by shootings now. They're supposed to be aiming at the porch to get mad. Why? They're not seasoned with those weapons. When Saul sent David to war, David said, I've never used your armor before, and I'm not going to start today. I'm going to use the armor that I have proven, tested, and mastered. Brother, you're going to go get a weapon, you're going to go get a sword, a knife, a gun, master it. Take your damn gun to the range. Take it to the forest somewhere in Pennsylvania. Get your game license, your hunting license. Master that weapon. Read on. Peter mastered. Read on.
Verse 52. Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
And you can't trust in that sword. Christ already told them it was meant for me to be murdered by the Roman government and to be betrayed by one of my own. That was the Roman government. Judas was the betrayer. Peter could not take it, couldn't handle it, tried to slice the boy ear. He did slice his ear off. Christ said, that is not going to save you. I told you that my death is going to save the nation of Israel. So why do you think your sword will be better than my spiritual sacrifice? Well, there's a lesson in there. The bullets in your gun does not save you the way the words that I am telling you right now save you. The things you think could save you will not save you as much as a General Yahanna's class or teaching. You understand? As much as following General Yahanna, as much as following someone who follows him. You understand? Paul said, be ye followers of me as I am of Christ. Following the heads that are before you, that are in front of you, doing that saves your life. Now, following me saves your life. You want to know why? Because I follow General Yahanna. So following me saves your life. Following General Yahanna saves your life. Christ said, I have to die. That sword will not save you. All right? Give me Matthew 10 and 28.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. I can have it.
Good.
And fear not them which kill the body, or are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
fear somebody who can just kill your body. You understand? Let me tell you something. The people in the white man's military, the Chinese military, and the Asian and the African military, North Korea and Middle East, they can kill your body. They cannot kill your soul. They can't kill your soul. You understand that? They can't kill you forever, repetitively. If someone puts a gun in your head and says, eat pork or die, what would you do? These are the golden questions for a black man. If I put a gun in your head and say, eat pork or die, as a black man, what would you do? Your answer has to be quick, swift, precise. I hold my tongue, or I deny the pork. I tell them, hurry up and kill it. You might as well hurry up because we're not going to do this dance or what you think you're going to convince me that I'm about to go eat pork. As a black man, you need to be willing to say, I'll die and never eat pork. They can starve you and put pork in front of you every day. Only thing they put in front of you every day is pork chop. You should deny the pork chop and die of starvation. They put shrimp in front of you and say, eat the shrimp or die. You should die. Go die. Because it's much more scary for someone to kill you forever than for you to die just right now. So what? You die right now, you come back in another life, you won't even remember when you died before. What's the big damn deal? People will glorify your names. The brother who decided I did not want to eat shrimp and I'll die. They'll glorify you. Or you could just eat the shrimp and let happily ever after. The choice is yours. But it doesn't save you. Those who can kill the body are not to be feared. You should fear God. Read on, or read it again.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather, fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
But rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. What hell is this talking about? This is Dante's Inferno? What is this talking about? Come on.
Talking about here on earth.
Your condition. You worried about, let me tell you something, you worried about the cops coming to kill you today. Let me tell you something, you sell nicks bags. And you really believe the cops is looking for you. You and your little nick bags. Cops is looking for you. Oh my God, they're gonna come kill me. Brother, you should fear God. Why don't you fear God? You're so scared of damn cops. Why don't you fear God? You get pulled over and you piss your pants. Every time. Every time you get pulled over, you piss your pants. Why don't you fear God? Because they could kill you now. The Most High could kill you repetitively forever. Every time you come back, he can make you a crybaby. How would you feel? How would you feel? Your spirit will be destroyed. Every time you come back, you're a molested child. You're a crack baby. You're a fiend. You're a deviant. He sticks you in the church. You're a homosexual. So every time you come back, it's a lot of lives. Heaven and earth don't plan on passing for a while. It's a lot of lives. Or you can have 2 feet and stand on them today. Choice is yours. Drop that. Give me Psalms chapter 34, verse 17.
Book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 17. I can have it. Most High heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles.
Brother, you got saved. Let's say you did have an enemy, right? And God saved your life. You were saved because the Lord spared you. And as you become a man of God, you realize that God will save his elect. God will save the righteous. You understand? You don't want the Lord to just have mercy on you. Whew! You nearly escape getting murdered. You understand? You don't want to get rid of this one. You don't want to rarely escape getting murdered because the Lord had mercy on you. You should prefer that the Lord loves you so much, he won't let you get murdered. It's a difference. You escaping the situation versus the Lord handling the situation is two different things. The righteous cry, and God hears when they cry, and he delivers them out of their troubles. Read on.
Verse 18, the Most High is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saving such as be of a contrite spirit.
Give me 1 second. I looked this up earlier. Pull it back up now. Contrite. Affected by guilt. Guilty spirit. Read on. Most High is nigh, is close to them that have a broken heart and have a guilty spirit. Right? So when you feel bad, sinners who are remorseful, right? So a lot of you know this is how you came into the truth. A lot of brothers is only coming to the truth when your life hits rock bottom. You don't know where's up, where's down, where's left, where's right. You're rock bottom. It's a broken heart. Your heart means mind. Your mind's broken. Contrite spirit. Your spirit is guilty. You know you're a sinner now. We don't.
Verse 18.
19.
Like verse 19. Written on the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High delivers him out of them all.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous, the Most High delivereth him out of them all. A righteous man goes through a lot of turmoil. You understand? So he doesn't need any more stress from a woman, from a man, any situations that he can control. He needs no more stress. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. God delivers him out of all of them. Read on.
But the Most High delivered him out of them all. Verse 20. He keepeth all his bones. Not one of them is broken.
All his bones are good. You understand? Not a hair. You ever heard that saying? Not a hair on his head. You touch a hair on the head, I'm gonna hurt you. You touch one hair on his head. You touch one hair on her head, I'm going to hurt you. Never heard that saying? Don't let a hair on her head get touched. All of his bones are good. Ain't none of his bones broken. And the hair on his head touched. That's how the Lord takes care of the righteous. Read Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. Verse 38. 38.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 38.
God.
He had heard that it had been said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth.
You heard that it's been said. Somebody pluck your eye out, go pluck his eye out. Somebody knock your tooth out, go knock his tooth out. That's what has been said, right? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. What you do to me, I do to you. Okay?
Verse 39. But I say unto you, and if you resist not evil.
What does that mean? Eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth is lawful. So it's not saying it's unlawful. What is it saying? The Bible had his hand up for you, said something. Yeah?
SHALAM.
That means like if your brother offends you, forgive him.
What does it mean when it says ye resist not evil? It says ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil. Meaning doing that, you're not resisting evil. If you go do eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, you're not resisting evil. What does that mean? What was going on at this time that Christ saw to what he had to say? Essentially, yes, I will.
If I could, sir, was it the divide between among the brotherhood as far as, you know what I'm saying, like that, like, the Gentiles, you know what I'm saying, like the Israelites were separated, you know what I'm saying, like the Gentiles, the Israelite Gentiles, like we have under circumcision.
You're doing way too much. Way too much. It's not that deep. That you resist not evil. Brother, people are running around. Everybody's getting their eye plucked out. You stab me, I'm going to stab you. But it doesn't end, because now what? I'm going to stab you again because you stabbed me back. You understand? I steal from you, you steal from me. Now I'm going to steal from you again because you stole back. You murder my cousin, I murder you. Your cousin murders me because it doesn't stop. You understand? Ye resist not evil. You're not enacting the law of brotherhood by doing eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth like that. You're not enacting brotherhood. There will continuously be crimes committed against one another because the last person who was the recipient of eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is going to feel what? Wronged. Even if they start, if I start something with you, I steal from you, or I punch you in the face, and you punch me in the face, I'm going to feel the need to punch you back in the face because that's how it goes. You feel wrong, it happens to you last, you feel wrong. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is not resisting evil, it is destroying the brotherhood. Read on.
Verse 39. But I say unto you that you resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also.
Meaning what? Man, somebody steal from you and come in with, I'm sorry, you ain't gotta be like, nah, I'm not gonna be over it now. That's not necessary. Somebody punch you in, put it like this. Because if somebody punch you in your face, I would sure hope that none of y'all was turning the other cheek. So let me not even use that example. Here's what I'm gonna say. Someone commits a crime against you, an offense, and comes to apologize. You give them the right cheek also. You say, no sweat, don't let it happen again. No sweat. You punched my left cheek. It was a mistake. Don't do it again. This time you won't connect. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get where I'm going with that? You hit me the first time because I thought you were someone you're not. I thought you were more evil than I thought. Now you apologize. Okay. Don't do it again. I'm gonna turn this way now. Clean side. You never hit this side. We pretend you never hit it. Don't do that. Don't do it again. You understand? Understand the spirit behind that? That's forgiving your brother. That's brotherhood. While still keeping your manhood intact. You understand? It's not masculine to retaliate with violence from your situation. That's feminine. That's weak. You argue with your girl? She got to be right. She got to have the last word. She has to. You just have to react with violence. You just have to. There's no other. Brother, it's feminine. It's weak. The trait of a masculine, the trait of a real man is, or you apologize. No problem. Don't do it again. And this time watch you. Because this time you won't connect. When you swing this time, there's going to be a counter. That's the trait of a masculine man. It promotes brotherhood while keeping your masculinity and your manhood intact. All right. Give me Exodus 22 and 2.
Book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 2. I can have it.
Come on.
If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he died, then shall no blood be shed for him.
Read it one more time.
Exodus 22 and 2. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he died, there shall no blood be shed for him.
Now, with your guns and your weapons, let's say you run up in a house. Right? This is right here. This scripture is one little example, right? Thief run up in the house. He's found breaking up. What does that mean? Mm-hmm.
If I could, does that mean like caught in the act?
Perfect words. The thief is caught in the act of stealing and be smitten that he died. You catch him, you shoot him. Right? Happens all the time, right? Thieves in somebody's house, we hear too much noise, someone knocks over, that person has a weapon in the house, the thief is caught red-handed, the thief is gunned down in the house. Happens a lot. If that happens, read that last line again.
There shall no blood be shed for him.
Ain't nobody crying over you. Ain't no vengeance for you. No blood shall be shed for him. Read on.
Verse 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or he should make full restitution.
Mm-hmm.
If he has nothing, then he shall be sold for his death.
Mm-hmm. If he lives, he's gonna have to work that off. If you shoot him, he lives. Most on Christ. Now you gotta come work for me. He ain't getting paid. He working off a debt. You know what I'm saying? If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. Oh, you have nothing. You can't give me something. You still my flash friend? You better come up off yours. Oh, you don't have it. No problem. I'll sell you. You'll be sold for your theft. You understand? You'll be sold. That's what the scripture says. If you have nothing, he shall be sold for his theft. But if he's caught and he's killed, it's fine. That's the lesson here. The lesson here is if you catch a thief and he's caught in the act and you kill him, according to God's law, it's fine. This is the spirit behind the weapons you get. The weapons you get should be used for self-defense and self-defense only. Never to attack, never to hurt purposely or maliciously hurt someone else. Always to defend. All right? That being said, it's soccer war. You had your questions? You got your question?
It's if I could, sir, it's 1 Corinthians 10:25. So I have 1 Corinthians 10:25. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles
Talk to me.
In my question is because you know, I was going back and forth with a Christian about, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you're trying to pull scriptures about, you know, like feed, poor, rich, feed, whatever you want or whatever. And I looked at, like, you know what I'm saying, I looked up the scriptures. It's obvious. I know that I know that it's obvious that you can't eat anything. The law still stands. But I just wanted to get a breakdown of, you know what I'm saying, when I looked it up, it's like in the dictionary, the word shambles, it means meat market, right? It's like a butcher shop, you know what I'm saying, like where they sell flesh. So I wanted to know, it's like an old word. So I wanted to know what, you know what I'm saying, like just to get a breakdown of what the, you know what I'm saying, what's being said here.
Read it again.
Come. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 25. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that eat, asking no questions for conscience sake.
Have you ever been to McDonald's? What's the rumor that goes around the ghetto about McDonald's? About them burgers? It ain't real meat. Right? Now, right, as much as we say that in the ghetto, now let's keep it real. How many times have you been to McDonald's in your life? You can't count it on your hands and toes. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that eat, asking no question for conscience. Is this horse meat? What do you expect him to say? What do you expect the cashier to tell you? Why are you going to ruin your conscience like that? You understand? If they sell, I'll tell you something. You go and purchase ground beef. You believe that you question this might be ground animal, ground duck. I think this is ground duck. But it looks like ground beef. It smells like ground beef. It's labeled ground beef. It's in the ground beef section. That is enough for you to eat the ground beef. Whatsoever is sold in the meat market, that eat, asking no questions for conscience. You understand? Now, if you have reason to believe something is unlawful, that's different. But there's very much conspiracy theorists out there. There's truth and there's conspiracy theories. Why are you going to continuously ask, is this horse meat? If you're not going to be able to prove that it is or isn't horse meat. You understand? You will not be able to concrete prove. I don't eat McDonald's. I will never give a order to anyone that they cannot eat McDonald's lawfully, because I can't say that that is horse meat. Why? They say it's beef. Looks like beef. Tastes like beef. Smell like beef. USDA says beef. It's approved to be beef. What do you want from me? Do you understand though? That's what's sold in the damn shambles. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that eat, asking no question for conscience sake. Can't do nothing about it. See what I'm saying? Can't do nothing about it. A lot of times the meat is mishandled. Right? You ever work somewhere you prepare food? You'll see sometimes the meat ain't always sanitarily handled. This is why you clean it when you get it. You're supposed to. That's why you clean meat when you get it. You don't trust that the person packing this just did everything perfectly right. And your meat is good. You just pop that in the oven. No. For conscience sake, though, what are you going to do? Call ShopRite? I like to speak to your butcher. Speak to the butcher. I like to speak to the farmer. It doesn't stop For conscience sake, eat what is sold in the shambles. It doesn't mean you have to sit there and fill your body with poison. But don't be sitting there trying to question, is this really wholesome if you're not going to be able to find out. Don't purposefully eat anything unlawful. And if you have a serious doubt, don't eat whatever you're thinking of eating. Yes? Sounds simple enough, right? That's simple enough. That eat asking no question for conscience. That way you can eat it and not feel bad about it. Something else. Something small. You decide you want to eat a damn Pop-Tart. You do not care what's going to die. You do not care what's in the Pop-Tart. You really just want the Pop-Tart and the diet. Why would you look at the back of the Pop-Tart just to see how many carbs is in there if you don't care and you're still going to eat it? You're just torturing yourself because now you know you're going to eat it. You're like, damn, it's not 70 carbs. You're torturing your conscience. Don't ask. You made your mind up that you're going to eat the Pop-Tart. Do not look at the back of the Pop-Tart. Because it's not going to stop you. What is it going to do? Mess your conscience up. That's all it's saying. He's a disgusting person or she's a disgusting person. This isn't talking about pork. If you know what's being sold in the shambles is pork, you know it's unlawful food, you don't eat it. It's that simple. Any other questions?
It's a lot, son.
Nobody.
You know, I always heard from the Christian church that you know, like before the great tribulations that we are gonna get caught up in the air or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on a little bit on the great tribulation? Because I had a dream. I don't know if it was a dream or whatever it was. And it's like I woke up and I went back to sleep and the same thing popped right there.
Okay. Before I touch on that, let me do better about something. I told you, I don't eat McDonald's. Let me just clear that up. I don't eat it. I don't eat it. Y'all eat it though. You understand that? You make that very, very clear. McDonald's is lawful. If it's not pork, they don't say it's pork, it's lawful. All right? Make that very clear. This guy don't eat McDonald's. No sweat. You don't know what the good for is. No, so-called Armageddon, right? No sweat. Give me 1 second. Also, want you to know what the Bible says about dreams, that most dreams are garbage, right? That's in the Apocrypha and Ecclesiasticus 25 or 35, or 26. It's 25 and 35. Dreams are usually garbage. Usually means nothing, right? Same thing in Jeremiah 23 and 23, where I had dreamed a dream and all of that. And okay, right now, dreams are typically nothing, right? Occasionally, you bring it to a priest and prophet, you describe the dream, it can be told to you whether or not it's a prophecy. Understand? Let me try to find it. Give me 1 second. I pull this in a very long time. I'm damn sure you teach it in a long time. The rapture. Transfigure. One second. Try to refresh myself. I might have to come back to you with this next week. I'm just trying to see if I can get it now. One second. Let me come back to you next week. I can put it together. So if you want to, I want to give you a couple scriptures on it. I'm not just going to give you one, all right? And I want to have them together. I'm not going to be able to find them right now. I have the thoughts, but they're scattered right now, all right? So I'll put it down. I remember when I get home and I'll write it down to give it to you next week. And that'll be the first thing I answer next week. All right, any other questions? And so that being said, here's a Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, as Matai, and as it is. One courtesy salute to the sisters. And the Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shema, as Matai, dismissed. All right.